let's give it up. I'm going to bring up one more person, Doris. Where's Doris at?
Okay, guys, go up there by
And if
mommy.
I could have Cambria, Sienna, and Chase up here. If I can't make it through my speech, copies are at the tent. Okay?
You are, girl.
I'm Drew Schaefer, and these are my 3 kids. I've always been an athlete. I ran 5 marathons. I competed in gymnastics, and I even did a lot of push-ups at the Air Force Academy as a cadet too. In early 2016, my knee had some soreness, and baby Chase was only 6 months old. I thought it was from carrying him around as a big baby. I realized it was osteosarcoma and a bone cancer. And I had a egg-sized tumor at the base of my femur. When I got that diagnosis, my life was changed forever. 1 year later, which was in February of this year, I finished the treatments. I had a new femur, I have a new knee, and I have a new outlook on life. I quickly learned how important it is that we need to find a cure for cancer, and that we can't do this alone. We need each other to do that. My family and I were so happy we lived in a major metropolitan area, that we had great access to doctors, hospitals, and diagnostic equipment that's state-of-the-art right here in our hometown. The first meeting I had with Dr. Villalobos, he looked me straight in the eye and he said, "We're gonna take care of this."
Good.
When you're faced with a life-threatening illness like sarcoma, those are the most comforting words you can hear from anyone. And a lot of strains of sarcoma, people never get to hear those words, that there's treatment options available. So I feel blessed that there are, but we need more. Osteosarcoma, the bone cancer, primarily affects children. I'm on the Facebook group for osteosarcoma, and there's so many kids on there, and it just breaks my heart to see these kids with these diagnoses struggling through these horrible treatments, getting surgeries, and unfortunately a lot of loss of lives too. Shortly after my diagnosis, there was a young boy that I met through the Facebook group in Australia. His name was Maxie, and he's Chase's age. We need to do better. We need to raise awareness. We need to advocate for more funding for research, and we need to find a cure for sarcoma, but we can't do it alone. Chase, go pet the doggy. Go pet the dog.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. When I was at basic training at the Air Force Academy, I was pushed to my limits physically, mentally, emotionally, and at my breaking point, I realized I couldn't make this through on my own, and my own strengths and talents that I've been able to do up until that point. And that's when I decided to unload all my burdens and put my faith and trust in the Lord.
Woo!
Good.
Amen.
From that day forward, I trusted the Lord, and my faith is what got me through last year. When I was battling cancer, I realized I couldn't do it alone, and I needed the love and support from my family, my friends, my co-workers, my neighbors, my doctors, and they're all here today supporting me and celebrating my health and happiness that I have today. It's so heartwarming seeing so many people that reached out and cared for me and my family. They offered support and inspiration for me to push through, and I couldn't have done it without them, and I'm truly grateful for all the support everyone gave me. So let's go out together as a community and race to cure sarcoma. So I want to introduce the next survivor, Sarah Faye, and she's going to talk to you.